Aloha, welcome back to my channel. This is Mama Sandy. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good day or night or whatever, wherever you at. Today is actually a special day, or today is a special month for me. 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and this month is actually Diabetes Awareness Month. So I was encouraged by my two good friends from YouTube to talk about it, and thank you so much for those two people that encouraged me to speak up. But anyway, I will not going to give you a lecture about how to prevent diabetes or anything like that, but I just want to give you an idea and be aware of what I have experienced for the last 10 years. So I'm here today. So I want you to see the face of diabetics like me, and it's something that you should not be afraid of. It can be a life sentence, but I tell you, with a proper nutrition, proper exercise, and better education about diabetes, you will survive. So here it goes. So I was diagnosed 10 years ago by my doctor, and of course I was devastated about it. And I did a lot of studies. I listened to my doctor, but most of the times I don't listen to him because I'm a hard-headed person. But all I can tell you, being a diabetic is just like a regular person with it's not a disability, it's something that we have, especially if it runs in your family, which in my family some of them have it, and I had it way before I got pregnant with my son. So what is diabetes actually? When you say diabetes, a lot of people will think, oh, you eat a lot of sugar, a lot of sweets, but it has a lot of factors that comes with it. First of all, what are the symptoms that I had before I was diagnosed? I noticed that I got really hungry a lot, even though I just finished a big meal. I'm hungry, and then I get really tired, like to the point that I would fall asleep. And also I would experience that I need to go to the bathroom to pee or urinate, or naiihi ako. So anyway, palagi na naiihi. You always go to the bathroom, and then you always feel like sluggish, and you're hungry all the time. So, and also you feel like you get sick a lot as well. So when you get diagnosed with diabetes, the doctor here in the US would actually do some tests for you. They will do a blood test, and then the common test that's done is called hemoglobin A1C, which is a test. They take a blood sample from you, and we'll see if for the first 3 months they will monitor how much of a blood sugar amount is circulating in your blood. I do hope I'm explaining it the way that you can understand it in a simple way. 3 months, the sugar will actually stay in your bloodstream for 3 months. Let's just gonna simplify it. So anyway, if your A1C is greater than 6 or 7, I believe, you are actually a diabetic. So, but the most important thing that I would like to explain why it's really important for you to know if you are diabetic or not is because if diabetes is left untreated, what will happen to you is, number one, you will lose your eyesight. Number two, you will lose your limbs. They will cut your feet off. You will have some type of how do I explain it? Yung mabubulok yung paa mo, or your fingers. The worst part is you will damage your kidney, yung mga organs mo masisira kasi you had so much blood sugar in your body. So diet wise, I am so guilty about eating sweets. I love sweets. I like rice. I like pasta. I love bread and everything that's starchy. So, coming from a Filipino family, it's not just because I eat a lot of starchy food, a lot of rice, a lot of sugary stuff, but it has something to do with not being active. So, if you're diabetic like me, you have to take a precaution that you're supposed to take food, especially your carbs, to a minimum, and be aware of that, because for us diabetics, it will take only a few amount of carbohydrates in order for us to have some type of diabetic coma. Well, I would say coma because it will make you fall asleep really quick. And another thing too is, if you're diabetic, you have to make sure that you exercise a lot. Like, it doesn't have to be like you're doing a lot of Zumbas, you're doing a lot of jumping jacks or anything like that, but make sure that you move a lot. Like, you would walk at least 30 minutes a day or more. The more the better. You can lift weight and do a lot of anything that will make you move, anything that will burn off that extra carbohydrates that you have. And for me, it's a challenge, especially during the holidays, because I love Christmas. I love Thanksgiving most of the time. And it's hard because, I know that I live only once, but for me, it's important as well to take care of myself, to do a lot of some type of exercise. It doesn't have to be in the gym, or it doesn't have to be like a marathon, but at least keep on moving, because guys, it's really hard when you have your too much sugar in your body. Like me, when I eat just a little bit, I would just fall asleep just like that. Another thing too with diabetes, it's not only the blindness or those food problems that you will encounter later on, but the scary part is the dialysis, because dialysis is like an end game, or death may be an end game for diabetics. But dialysis will actually it's a bummer, because you will have to spend a great amount of time for hemodialysis, because because your kidney is already not functioning. And also, I do hope I don't forget anything. For women, there's a lot of problems. Like, you're gonna have your women will be with diabetes tends to have greater chance to have cardiac problems like heart attack. What is this? Heart attack, cardiovascular issues, strokes. A lot of women with diabetes tend to have strokes, cardiac problems, heart attacks. But all I can say, it's not a something that will make you depressed. It's something here that will be here forever. But the main thing is, you will take good care of yourself. You exercise. You listen to whatever your doctor will tell you. Depending on who your doctor, they will give you some sort of regimen to bring that blood sugar down. Here in the US, fortunately, we have a good insurance, and that kind of like protects us, diabetic person, to deal with it, because you have to go to the doctor every 3 months, which is covered by the insurance, to have your medicine. In my case, I was lucky because I didn't get to the point that I have to go give myself an insulin shot. And also, it's important to check your blood sugar. I check my blood sugar probably once or twice a week, depending on how much my intake is. But some doctors will say check your blood sugar 3 times a day, and for me, that's too much. Anyway, I know I'm like pretty much all over the place right now about diabetes, but then if you have question, please write a comment down below. And you can ask me any question. By the way, I'm a nurse by trade. So if you have any questions for me, I'm willing to answer that. I will answer it as much as I can. So yeah. So I hope you guys will have a great day. And I hope you guys learned something. And please do take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Mahalo.